Imagine this. You wake up one morning. Dark clouds cover the sky. A cold wind blows through the trees. Then it starts raining. At first, it doesn't seem like a problem. But the rain doesn't stop. One day passes, then two, then three. And suddenly, you realize something terrifying. You're not living in a house. You don't have a waterproof jacket. You don't have a stove. You don't even have dry matches. You're an ancient human. And if this rain continues, you could die. Today, when it rains, we simply stay indoors. But for most of human history, there was no indoors. For hundreds of thousands of years, humans lived entirely at the mercy of nature. And few things were more dangerous than days of endless rain. Because rain didn't just make people wet, it attacked every part of survival at the same time. The first problem was fire. Modern humans often forget how important fire really was. To ancient humans, fire was everything. It provided warmth, cooked food, scared away predators, and extended the day long after sunset. Well, losing fire wasn't an inconvenience, it was a disaster. Now imagine trying to keep a fire alive while rain falls day after day. The wood becomes soaked. The ground turns to mud. Even finding dry sticks becomes almost impossible. And once the fire dies, starting a new one could take hours, sometimes days. Without fire, nights become brutally cold, especially when your clothes are already wet. But the rain created another problem: food. Ancient humans couldn't just open a refrigerator. Every meal required effort: hunting, gathering, tracking animals, searching for edible plants. Yet heavy rain makes all of those things harder. Animal tracks disappear. Scent trails wash away. Many plants become difficult to find, and spending hours outside means becoming colder and weaker. A hunting trip that normally took a few hours could suddenly become impossible. As food supplies shrank, hunger began to grow. And hunger changes people. It drains energy, reduces focus, weakens judgment. Every decision becomes more dangerous, but the rain wasn't finished yet. Because water creates another enemy: disease. Wet conditions are perfect for bacteria, parasites, and insects. Standing water attracts mosquitoes. Constant moisture damages skin. Small cuts become infections. And unlike us, ancient humans had no medicine, no antibiotics, no hospitals. A tiny infection that seems harmless today could become life-threatening thousands of years ago. Then came the psychological battle. Imagine hearing rain every hour, every day, every night, for an entire week. The sky remains gray. The ground remains muddy. Food becomes scarce. The fire grows weaker. No one knows when the storm will end. Humans are remarkably resilient, but uncertainty is exhausting. The longer the rain lasted, the more fear began to spread through the group. Would the food run out? Would the fire survive? Would someone get sick? Would predators appear? Because predators had problems too. And that often brought them closer to humans. Hungry wolves, big cats, other scavengers. Many animals search for shelter during storms. Sometimes the same shelters humans depended on. A cave that felt safe yesterday might suddenly contain another visitor, one that was larger, stronger, and far more dangerous. So how did ancient humans survive all of this? The answer is surprisingly simple. They adapted. Over thousands of generations, humans learned to use rock shelters and caves. They wrapped themselves in animal hides. They protected precious fire embers so they could restart fires later. They shared food, worked together, and most importantly, they learned patience. Because sometimes survival wasn't about defeating nature, it was about enduring it, waiting, holding on, and making it through one more day. In fact, some scientists believe harsh weather may have helped shape the human mind itself. Rain forced cooperation, planning, problem solving, communication. No single person could survive every challenge alone. Groups that worked together survived more often. And over time, those survival skills became part of what made us human. So, the next time it rains, for a few days, imagine hearing that storm without walls, without electricity, without dry clothes, without knowing when it would end. For ancient humans, a week of rain wasn't just bad weather. It was a test of intelligence, a test of cooperation, and sometimes a test of survival itself. If you enjoyed this journey into our past, subscribe for more stories like this, because every chapter of history hides another unbelievable truth.